Hello. Thank you for tuning in Q's Views. I'm Corleen St. Cyr Moore, really Corleen Moore. But it takes a lot to change all that information. But hey, Corleen. And here's my husband, the executive producer of Q's Views.
Darian Moore.
Yeah, so we're going to have a lot of great content on this channel. And he makes cameos and features sometimes. He features sometimes on some of our episodes, and that's why, Darian Moore. But today, we're going to be discussing the movie Get Out. I'm sorry, my son busts in the room every time. But we're going to be discussing the movie Us. Quick fun fact, if you put the movie Get Out and Us together, it's Get Out US. I know it's obvious, but I just wanted to say it. I don't care if everybody said it, I said it. How about that? So, yeah, you have any thoughts in regards to the movie?
Well, we want to give 22 spoilers. 22 spoilers about the movie Us if you haven't seen it. So if you have seen it or haven't seen it, but if you have seen it, this is just for you. But if you haven't seen it, then you don't want to watch what we're about to reveal. You want to watch the movie first. So we have to put that disclaimer out because we're going to be giving out some huge secrets. If you love the movie Get Out, you'll love this movie, Us. So we're going to be talking about Us now. How many people have seen Us yet? We went to the movies last night and we saw a lot of subliminal messages by Jordan Peele. Now, let me tell you something. Jordan Peele is not going to be politically correct. Well, he's going to be politically correct. He's not going to say everything that he wants to say about the movie, but we can. Why? Because we don't have any alliances to any political party. So, hey, we can say what we want. So we're going to give you time to come on and recognize the movie that we're about to talk about. We're talking about the movie Us. If you saw Get Out, it's similar to it, but it's a lot more suspenseful, and you really won't catch the movie until the end about what's really going on. So we're going to start. Let's break down the movie Us.
All right, and what I wanted to say is not necessarily 22 spoilers, but 22 points that we as black folks got to see.
From a black perspective.
From a black perspective, from our point of view, the world we live in. These are the points that we wanted to discuss, and I'm sharing it right now. 22 points. All right, so I'm sharing it right now on my page. Hopefully y'all comment, y'all share this video, and we're going to be posting another one on our YouTube channel. The link and everything will be provided after this live is ended. So before you even watch this, make sure you've watched the video, the movie, at least twice. Me, I pay attention to detail extremely well. So I've only watched it once, and I'm quite sure I probably missed out some stuff. But if you don't really pay attention to detail that much, it's good if you go ahead and you watch it again so you can know what we're talking about. Okay, so now, check this out. I only watched this movie one time. We only watched it once. So we probably mess up some names. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to call the character Lupita sometimes. Adeline, I don't know what was her name. And I just said I'll pay attention to detail. But names I'm terrible at. I'm not that good at names. All right? So, all right, let's get this party started. All right, the first point was...
Everybody's on now. Let's go.
All right. So first things first, at the beginning of the movie, the son uses inappropriate language, right? The father corrects it at the dinner table, and, he says a curse word. Now, let's keep it real now. Black folks, the typical black family, you ain't finna use no inappropriate language. We finna check that. You know that backhand. You already know how we get down. Whether you believe it or not, most black folks, you're not going to be disrespectful, and you're going to respect your parents. You know what I mean? So,
why don't you tell them about the setting of the movie first?
okay, you go ahead. You.
Okay, the setting of the movie is this. It's a black family that goes on vacation. And I was really impressed with Jordan Peele and putting in this movie a black family. Because, you know, a lot of movies don't show the whole black family. And it was a son, it was a daughter, and it was a mother and a father. And they were going off on vacation. At the beginning of the movie, the girl, she's at the carnival, and she wanders off. As she wanders off, she comes back. And when she gets back, she's traumatized. There seems to be some type of trauma that has happened to her. Nobody knows exactly what happened. And she's in a room, and the parents are talking to a psychologist, and they're trying to figure out, okay, what's going on with her. Mother says, I just want my daughter back, because she's just looking around and just, you know, not saying anything. So she can't talk at this point. So that begins the movie, and it's very suspenseful. And they have that scripture, Jeremiah 11:11, plays a really big part.
Oh, that was a great
part. It begins at the beginning, and then it also, you'll see it show up at the end also. And it has a real key part in the movie. All right, so they're getting ready to go on vacation, and they're talking, the mother, the father, and the daughter and the son, they're talking. Now, here, at this point, you start catching little glimpses of what Jordan Peele is trying to introduce into the scenario. It looks like a typical middle class or upper class, I'll say middle class, middle class black family. And he sets the tone to try to show a structure of the black family when they began to go into another class system, and how it relates to white people. So here is the part where she's talking about where the son seems to be like a weirdo in the movie. So you can go ahead.
All right, and with him trying to be a weirdo, you know, he's at the table and out of nowhere they're eating, chilling with each other. Now, they said that in the beginning of the movie, and we found this out late after we had all the points, that I heard that they switched the boy when he was a baby. They switched him the very beginning. And they said that people caught that. Did you watch that? Did you see
I didn't see that.
Yeah. So we didn't see that part. So we left that part out. It would have been 23 points, but it's 22 from what we've seen. So he used inappropriate language. So everybody black in the movie theater, after he used the curse word at the table, how the black father reacted, the black mother reacted, it was like.
And now you know.
This ain't, you know what I mean?
If
so
an 8 or 9-year-old used inappropriate language at a black table.
Especially at a Haitian table.
What's going on?
especially at it won't be that R. Kelly. All these years, it would have been, it would have been that R. Kelly video. But anyway, the one when he did the interview with Kel. But anyway, so it was an awkward situation. And he was always weird. He wore a mask around. He always had this lighter thing going on, and nobody knew what was going on. The second point. So that's the first point we noticed. And throughout the whole film, he was wearing a mask. Also, what I wanted to add to that, when he went to the beach, and the whole family was at the beach, they met with a Caucasian family, white family, and whatnot. And there was 2 white girls who was talking to the black twins that was talking to the black young lady, and he was off to himself playing, and they was like, "Oh my gosh, your brother is so weird." They said that he was weird. She was like, "Oh, he's always like that," or whatever. And he was off to himself. So make note of that. That's point number 1. Point number 2, the shirts everyone had on. It really stuck out to me because your shirt, what you wear, says a lot about who you are. And so one of them had a shirt that said Black Flag, and Jordan Peele explained that, it came from a group, and they wore that during that time because the movie is supposed to be based off of, I believe, the 70s, 80s.
No, 80s. 86.
86, yeah. And so they wore that. They wore, that type of stuff. So he had a Black Flag. Another one, which was a Caucasian, was it a man? Had on a shirt that said Fragile.
Right. And I think that was one of the key things that he wanted to jump off at for the audience to catch as a subliminal message. It said black flag, but the flag was white. So if you watch the movie, you'll see that the flag is white. And also the white guy, he had on a shirt that said fragile. So to say exactly what he was trying to say is that white people are fragile. Is what Jordan Peele was trying to say, and that black people tend to have to deal with much more and are able to handle the pressures of life. But white people, and that was one of the key subliminal messages in the movie that you'll catch if you follow that all the way through, then you'll get a pretty good idea of the movie. And also with the black flag, and it was painted white, was to let black people know that we are in a white-dominated country. Regardless of if you have a black flag or anything, you're still going to be dominated by the culture of Caucasians.
So that was one of the points that I picked out. And also Jordan Peele explained that when she had the rabbit, it was a symbol, and the symbol meant rabbit. And if you look throughout the whole movie, there's a lot of rabbits around. So, you can, it probably symbolizes a rabbit hole or whatever the case may be.
Or coming out of a rabbit hole.
Oh, coming out of a rabbit hole. So point number 2, it's still on point number 2. When Lupita, I think her name was Adeline in the movie. I might be wrong.
Now, who's Adeline?
Adeline is the main character in the movie.
The mother.
The mother.
The one that got stolen.
Okay, yeah, you could say that.
Okay, yeah.
The
one that the one that wandered off on the beach.
Okay, yeah, she wandered off on the beach, and then she's with her husband, who's Gabe, and I forgot the kids' names. I'm bad at names. You want to say the black young boy, the black young man, and the black young lady, or the chocolate boy, whatever you want to say it. I'm bad at names. So anyway, she was talking to, they were at the beachfront. They went out on vacation. This is the beginning of the movie. So, because this is spoiler alert, you have had to have watched the movie.
The movie Us. If you just joining in, we're giving away the spoilers from a black perspective to the movie Us.
So, all right. So, what was that? They probably thought, yeah. So they saw Lupita, Adeline, she was talking to a Caucasian friend because, they like, my husband said they were like an upper middle class black family. And so they're talking to the white people, their white friends, and the white lady trying to make conversation, small talk. I'm not really good at small talking, but they making small talk. And then that's when she says, I'm not good. I don't really like to talk. Or along those lines, I don't really like to talk that much. And then she was like, oh, okay. And she proceeded to talk about nothing that nobody cared about while she was drinking wine, and she was talking about the work she had done to her face. So she's telling this, this black lady, hey, I have work done to my face, bragging about the work while she's drinking wine. And the husband, which was Gabe, and the white guy, they're talking, and they're talking about, dumb stuff, just talking about a boat and how it's supposed to be. And the white guy was telling the black guy what all he needed on his boat to get the boat up to standard.
Right. Oh, that was a key point too. The black guy went and bought a boat because the white guy had a boat, and the black guy, he went and got a boat, and the white guy was telling him, well, did you get this? Did you get that?
Yeah.
Did you get that? And he was like, yeah, I got that. Did you get this? Yeah, I got that. Did you get that? And so he said, well, did you get the flare gun? He was like, he said, I knew you were going to forget the flare gun. In other words, what he was trying to do is he was trying to show the black guy, on the black guy's shirt, it had, it was Howard, right?
Yeah.
It had Howard on there. So he was showing him how to
assimilate and come to society.
But society, and that the white guy needed to direct the black guy to know how to make it in society and to be a part of the culture, and also to show him that I know more than you.
But you know what is also interesting? That the gun laws are very prevalent today.
Mm-hmm.
That a lot of people say, hey, you need to bear arms.
Right.
And if you like a lot of white culture and black culture too, they're really serious about their guns. So, and there's a saying, you get a boat, I get a boat, you got to get a bigger boat. I don't know if that's the saying, but I think I heard something along those lines. You know those sayings. And so that was actually point number 3 on the beach when they were talking about basically nothing. He was telling them how you need to get this boat, and he was telling them the boat that he got. And side note, when the black man went and got the boat, it didn't meet the standard of the white man's boat. It was, kind of raggedy. It couldn't start right, it'll cut off. But he was just happy because he had a boat like the white man up to his standard in the movie. Just from our perspective. Point number 4. Okay, well, shoot, that was point number 4. Point number 4, the lady was also drinking wine and speaking about the work they've done to their bodies. Point number 5, the men, while they were talking, were speaking about the cynical things. The white man was telling Gabe some of the stuff he should have done and that he didn't get already. Point number 6, when they got back to the place, the husband of Lupita, Adeline, which is the name of the character, I believe his name is Gabe, was competing with a friend and said, oh, what was it that he was saying? Did you see the such and such he got? What was it he was talking about? Well, it was some technology or something that the white guy had. He said, well, he's just trying to show off. So it's like every time he think he's arrived, he always wants to compete and meet up to the standards of the white guy, because now he's mad that the white guy has this thing and he don't have it.
And there's Jordan Peele is showing that there's a pursuance that in order to be on the standard of white people, you have to get more and more and more and more and gather more, and that will make you feel like you've arrived in society.
So then he felt the friend was rubbing it in. So point number 7, when they got to the beach house, the black man showed off the boat that wasn't up to par. Oh, we talked about it. That was point number 7A. He showed off his boat that wasn't up to par. Point number 8, they get to the house and the woman was scared and reveals that someone is coming to get her. And she was telling her husband that ever since she was a child, she was traumatized. She had a feeling that someone was chasing her. So make a mental note of that. And this is for those that watch the movie. Point number 9, they surround their house. The people that she's so afraid of finally pops up at the house, and the husband goes outside in an attempt to protect the family. And he does a terrible black guy thug media perception. You want to get crazy? We could get crazy. It was a terrible impersonation of a typical black man. And so I don't know where my husband went, y'all, but he went out to try to, protect the
Hey, you need to leave up out my house right now.
Yeah, he did that. That was a terrible impersonation. Yeah.
And I thought I could act anyway.
No, I'm talking about the guy. The guy did a terrible impersonation of the typical black man. So so they didn't leave. They wasn't scared. I wouldn't leave either if I was a criminal and I saw that black man come out like that. But anyway, number 9, they surround their house, and the guy, okay, we already did that. He did a terrible job. And they noticed that outside of their property, there's a tether of each of the person around them.
Bring down tether, if you don't mind.
Okay. My best understanding of tether, I remember when mobile hotspot wasn't that popular, they said, oh, you can tether your phone. You can tether your phone. You could use the internet and tether your phone as an internet access and use your phone as a modem. So what I get is a tether is a shell of who you are. a shell of who you are, like
Or duplicate.
yeah, like how you could translate or transfer who you are. So I think that the tether was the inside of them, deep down inside, who they really are, and the outward them that exists, if you know what I'm saying. So it was the tethers was out. So there, at this point, nobody knows that this is what this is, but the inside of them came outside their house.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, from our perspective. So the tethers was outside their house. They looked scarier. They look like, society didn't get to them. They are not, they're not speaking. They just get to the house and then the dad is weak. He can't even hold the door shut. I'll let you talk about that part.
Yeah, from that perspective, it seemed like they were painting a picture of the more educated you get, the more weaker you are in this society, and that he wasn't a very good protector. And you'll see in some of the other incidents where he tried to step up and protect. He wasn't manly enough when he did try to protect. And you'll see who seemed to be the more outgoing one and the more manly one later on in the movie.
So point number 11, Adeline, the tether, instructs everyone what to do when they finally break in the house, because we said that the black father Gabe did a terrible job. Mm-hmm. Terrible job, because we're not looking for our black men to be thugs, but we want them to protect, no one to put their foot down and be willing to put their life on the line. And he was kind of hesitant, mm-hmm. as big as he was. So she told so she breaks down and give this long speech. The villain always got to give this long speech. So she give this long speech. Nobody know what she's talking about, but she said she was sent by God. And she's the only one talking. But before she talks, she had to clear her voice. And everybody like, okay, But I don't know if she had spit down or whatever, but she mm-hmm. needed to clear her throat before she made her discussion. But nobody else was talking. So the guy took the glasses, and the glasses seemed silly. So he took Gabe's glasses. He had a full beard, looked like a macho mm-hmm. man, Mm-hmm. And then, Adeline, her hair was out. The daughter hair was down tight, and she just smiling, happy. And then the guy, the little boy, he seemed animalistic the way he's growling like that. So nobody knows what's going on with that. So he tells the little girl, he said, we're going to kill all of you. Don't hurt them. And, she gets in front of the kids and don't hurt my children. He said, and then she gets in front of them and she tells the girl to run.
Oh, before that, remember she asked, who are you?
Oh, yeah, when she said, who are you? And she started giving that long speech, she had to clear her throat.
Yeah, but she said that we are America.
Oh.
Remember? We are America, and I think that was key also. That was a key point to the movie.
She said Americans.
Americans, yeah. We are Americans. And I think that was a key part, because once she says that, then you kind of get a glimpse of exactly where, to me, from my perspective, what I saw, it gave a glimpse of where Jordan Peele was taking the movie. Because now he's showing that all of these characteristics of these individuals are American. From their perspective of what America is.
Yes.
It's deeper than that, though.
Yeah.
I don't want to give out too much,
this for the people that watch the movie.
Oh, okay. Well, I could go ahead and break it down. Well, let me get deep with this thing. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, let's look at the part where, what's her name? The main character, where she gives her the chains and she tells her to chain herself to the table.
Yeah, that's right? Point number 11.
Oh, okay. So I don't want to get too far ahead, so go ahead.
No, I was saying that point number 11, we're talking about what she told everybody to do. Okay. So you could break it down, what she told everybody to do, because she told the guy, She told the mom to handcuff herself. She told the daughter, I'm talking about Adeline's duplicate. She told her, the main one, to handcuff her arm. She told Adeline's daughter to run, and the mom didn't even put up a fight. She said, "It's okay, run. It's okay. It's okay."
Mm-hmm.
And she ran. She told the boy,
it's okay to go show him a magic trick.
Yeah, she said it's okay to show him a magic trick. So he grabbed her hand and they go out and play. But she was more protective for the son more so than she was for the daughter. Side note to this, I have a lot of African American friends. Yes, I'm black. I'm Haitian American. But I have a lot of African American friends that tell me, and this happened in the Haitian community too, that they're, in a black household, they're ready to push the daughters out, and they push the daughters to be independent so much. But they're protective of their son. They want their son there all the time.
Quote unquote, mama's boys.
Yeah.
That's why it seemed like the son was able to stay in the house, but the daughter had to run outside, which to me represented independence.
Mm-hmm.
Let her be independent. Let her go as far as she can to try to escape. While you keep the son in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Which the son is supposed to be going, so it's really supposed to be a reverse role. Keep the daughter at home as long as you can and send the son out, but this is America.
Mm-hmm. So, and she was talking to the mom. She didn't kill them. They didn't kill him. And the big tether for Gabe's tether just was beating him up and hurt his leg. He didn't really kill him, but he was beating him up and chasing him down. And, Gabe just was running, but it wasn't really a good run, And go ahead.
I was going to say, if you notice, the father never really, while he was with the family, put up a good fight. He seemed more weak, and he was, he wasn't trying to punch. He wasn't trying to kick. He wasn't trying to go all out to protect the family. He was more so, he looked weak from that perspective. He looked real weak until the Bowden incident. But
and then if you go to, and then also when Adeline's tether smashed her head on a mirror and the mirror cracked. So she just was, I don't know what she was doing, torturing her or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So
America tortures our black women.
I mean, if we true,
that's what.
And the image that black women have of themselves is shattered.
It's shattered, yeah.
Mind blown.
Mm-hmm. This may go viral.
Y'all ready? Y'all gonna go viral with us? All right, so that's the point of that. All of that falls in point number 11.
What about the son also?
Oh yeah, you can talk about that.
The son goes off and he goes into the closet, but he leaves an ambulance, toy ambulance in the doorway, and it seems as they're showing that when he's alone with himself, that he's been trying to do a magic trick throughout the whole beginning of the movie, but he doesn't do it until he comes face to face with himself. And then once he does it, he's able to escape from his inner self or his clone or duplicate or whatever, and is able to lock him in. So he was able to get away. So, which to me, because he always had that mask on, was that once he was able to face himself, he was able to do the impossible.
Mm-hmm. And they
his
said,
real, was able to face his inner self. He was able to do the impossible.
And they said that the babies were switching in the beginning. I think the son was switch. Maybe that son that had the fire in his face is the real one. I'm not quite sure. But every one of them had their character, and their tether to me is the inner of America. So all of them had something about themselves. The dad wasn't manly enough. He was hiding his inner self, which was dominant, even though he appeared to be soft, but he was dominant, and this is who he really wanted to be, because you could see in the beginning he was still trying to talk about, I got 5 on it, but he had to suppress who he really was deep down inside. The black woman was she, like you said, she was running. She was being independent. She was running. She was happy when she was running free. She really wants to be free. The son was attracted to the fire, the light. He was the most enlightened one, and he was so much attracted to the fire that he burnt himself. The tether burnt himself because he's so attracted. So he wears like this mask to hide the damage, what he did to himself. But instead of repairing the damage he did to himself, he just covers it up. But he's still attracted to the light, and the other son is attracted to the light. And I guess the ambulance is the help is going to come their way through them. I don't know.
So, yeah.
But
any help that comes, they're going to have to provide their own help. They're not going to get help from anyone outside. Is what I got from what Jordan Peele was saying.
Yeah, and
blacks are going to get help from anyone else except unless they help themselves. Because remember, when they called the guy called the police said that they were on their way and they won't be there for another 15 minutes. So don't expect the government or authority to come help save you. You have to get out on your own and get it. Is what I got from Jordan Peele.
Okay. And also, so that, and then the woman, you know, she just came back, you know, so that's basically everybody. Number 12. So they finally escape. They get to the house and, they run and then they escape, and Adeline, Lupita, finally gets to the guy. And, wait, before we get to that point number 12, the white family that lives in the White House,
right,
with their own issues and stuff like that, the white family that live in the White House, they make a quick joke talking about OJ, which I believe is America's nightmare, a white America's nightmare of a black man killing a white woman and getting away with it.
But the white mother, she's upstairs and she hears something. We can't miss this part. She hears something and she tells. And remember, the black lady, when she told the man that she heard something, he went outside. But the white couple, they were like, when she was upstairs and the guy was sitting there, he was, you know, drinking, laid back, relaxing. And when she came, she was like, "Hey, I heard something," and he was like, "It's nothing." She said, "Aren't you gonna go outside and check to see what it is?" He was like, "No, I'm good. You know, I just sat there and like I just relaxed and everything." And then she's like, "What are you gonna do?" And then that's when the guy got up. And then she said, "What do you think it is?" And he said, "Oh." And he looked outside and said, "Oh my gosh, it's OJ." And I think that's what to the point that you're making.
And then he made it as a joke, but it's like America's nightmare. And then out of nowhere, the tethers, the white people, they had tethered too, and their tethers just killed them with no patience. And what it was, they didn't have. See, Lupita had restraint. Lupita's tether had restraint and telling them who to kill. The white family, they didn't have no restraint. They just killed themselves. They killed themselves because they didn't want to face their inner demons. They didn't have nobody to instruct them. They just killed themselves.
And that's why the shirt had fragile on.
Good point too. And so that's what happened. But after that, so that they didn't have no patience. Point number 13. So after they are murdered, Lupita Adeline runs and escapes and goes to the white man. Now, I know y'all saying, Q, you reaching. And guess what? Maybe I am, but guess what? I stretch before I reach. So I'm ready to reach, baby. I'm just telling you what it is. And it's not prejudice or nothing, just from our perspective and what we see. So she runs to the right man, blah, 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 blah. She see him in the red world. Mind you, all of these tethers have red robes on. All right? So the guy comes outside, and he's this monster, throws her in the house. I don't know how she gets in the house. And the husband, like, the kid's like, no! And they run off. And then the husband, Gabe, lures the white man away from the house.
Right.
And get this this is the point. From what I see, it's symbolic to America today. You know, the black man have to lure the white man away from the house because guess what? The black woman, a lot of times, and white people are on welfare too, but we're speaking about the black household. A lot of times you with your baby daddy, but you can't get married. You can't get these benefits if he's in the house. Mm-hmm. So to protect her benefits and the kids, the man can't even stay over there. He can't live over there. He can't be found out. So he got to lure the white man, the system, quote unquote, away from the house. And so while he's away from the house, the white man is not even paying attention to what's going on in her house. She could be selling drugs, whatever, in her house, being abused, whatever. But the white man in this systematic oppression is chasing the black man, and he is racially profiled. He's getting beat, police brutality. He's being attacked, not getting jobs, and he's just getting attacked slowly but surely. And you know, that's just
and again, he's not putting up much of a fight.
He's not.
He's just crawling back and backing up as the white guys approaching him. Wait until they get to the house, and then we see the daughter makes it to the house, and the son also makes it to the house.
Mm-hmm. But look, get this. So they're running, and then he has to jump. Was he in the white man's boat or was he in the black man's boat? Because the flare gun, which was red, so he has to be in his arena. You know, he has to go to the white man's boat, whatever the case is. I'm reaching with that one. I don't even know, but I'm forcing that one. I ain't gonna lie. But anyway, so they're in the house. Lupita is upstairs with the mom, whatever the case is, and the black girl, and all of them have their weapons, and the black girl hit one of them, bow. The chocolate girl hit him, bow. And she killed him, and she felt victorious. She was like, oh, I want more. You know, kind of like how the black woman is today. Yeah. We fight one battle, we want to keep climbing, And
that's what I think it represented, too. Every time once she won one, she was ready for another one. As a matter of fact, you saw her get ready. It seemed like every battle the black woman wins, she ready for another.
We ready for more. We keep fighting.
I'm gonna keep fighting. And you notice the son the son or the brother is behind her, and notice he started imitating everything she did. When she picked up the golf club, he saw something that he should get to fight with. So it was like a representation to me what Jordan Peele was saying, that it's going to take a younger generation to help lead the younger generation of men to fight for whatever they're trying to accomplish.
So then
because the black man is out the house.
So then after that, so she fights these women, hitting them back, and then one of them, she keep on, she don't stop, she keep on, and the person dead, she keep on beating a dead horse. So it's like, you won the battle, but you keep beating a dead horse. And that was point number 14. That was point number 14, so she's victorious. Point number 15, the Caucasian woman puts on makeup, as you see in the mirror, and she has the black woman handcuffed. And now she put on makeup and is smiling. So the black woman is put away and caged, but now she's smiling because she's now the standard of beauty. That's what I get from it. I honestly do.
The black woman isn't a standard of beauty because
she's caged up and locked up, put away. And the white woman is looking at herself in the mirror. Now she's putting on makeup. I guess because she never felt beautiful before.
And now she's the standard of beauty.
Yes. So now number 16, they escape, and then Adeline and family discuss.
Oh, what about the when she looked at herself in the mirror and started smiling because she thought she was beautiful with the makeup, and then she looked at her face again and she grabbed the scissors and she began to cut her face. I think that's a good point.
Oh yeah, that goes with point number 15. Why do you think she cut her face?
Plastic surgery. Trying to create the standard.
But the outer her did that.
Yeah.
So the inner her just showing what she thinks.
Yeah, and that's what I think he was saying, that the inner her was fragile. And that's why she doesn't see herself that's beautiful, and she
Mm-hmm.
tries to do it. Makeup, she tries to hide it on the outside with makeup, but makeup isn't enough. So now I have to cut myself.
Even locking a black woman, she still doesn't feel beautiful.
And again, before she did that, she looked over there at the black woman before she cut herself.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe, in her thought that, she's beautiful. Let me cut myself to try to, to fit the what should be the standard of beauty.
Mm-hmm. And number 16, they escape, and Adeline and family discuss what they should do after watching the news with everyone getting killed by the tethers. So they just, after they defeat this family, let me fast forward to point number 15 still.
That's a white guy who got killed.
Yes, point number 15 still. She watches the husband get killed. From the outside, the Gabe becomes victorious and actually kills the white man chasing him. And the white woman screams. She let out a shout, but she can't scream. No sound comes out.
It's silent. Silent scream.
She does that, and then she starts to laugh. I'm thinking that even the white woman is oppressed. Even the white woman is oppressed because she's under the white man, and she feels like she can't be free. So she feels, oh my God, he's gone. Oh snap, I'm free. And she starts to laugh, after that. So then that's when the daughter comes in after getting all these other people. She swings, and then the white woman catches it. And she holds it like this. And then she about to kill the black daughter, but then the black man comes.
No, the black son comes.
The black son comes.
But we can't miss this point. When she's facing the mirror, she's screaming, and as the black girl comes in, she's already defeated two of the other girls, and she comes in and she swings. All of a sudden, the white woman turns around in the middle of the swing without even looking at her and catches it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what does that represent to you? When she caught it.
I don't know. When black women try to get ahead of white women.
I think what Jordan Peele is saying is that they're always ready.
Oh yeah.
Whenever you try to attack, they have already been schooled on what to say, how to say it, how to maneuver around anything that a black woman will throw at them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I get. They're always ready.
Mm-hmm.
Even ready for any attack.
Mm-hmm. So
move right along.
So the black boy, while she's about to kill the daughter, the black boy comes and hit her across the head, which was something he saw his sister do. Mm-hmm. So the black man, sometimes white women get crazy over black women. This is a fact. But not saying that all white women, but y'all already know the general stereotypes that goes on. And number 16, when they finally escape, and Adeline and the family discuss what they should do after watching the news with everyone getting killed by tethers with red on.
If you're just tuning in, we're discussing the movie also. We're giving all spoilers, so if you haven't seen it, you might want to turn this off
before you watch it.
Before you watch, but if you have seen it, we're giving all the well, not all of them, but
the
about
22 points from a black perspective. From what we got. Yeah.
What Jordan Peele was trying to say.
Yeah, so she tells her husband it's time to go. So they defeated all these tethers and the monsters, and now they're in the White House that the white people were living in. Mm-hmm. And now the black man, Gabe, is comfortable. He said, shoot, we ain't got to go nowhere.
She said, we got to go up the coast.
Yeah.
He said, no, we ain't got to go.
He said, we ain't got to go. And from what I got from that was, when black folks got in the White House, we got comfortable. Mm-hmm. We didn't want to do nothing. We didn't want to think. We was still in the same system. And now the black woman, now we still in this mess. They still coming. They still planning. We don't know the war outside and the systematic oppression against us.
Right.
The black woman came, and because of this system that was created with the black man out the house, thinking that the black man coming back in the house, things gonna change. She said, no, you're not making decisions now. So now that black love is promoted, black women still feel like, hey, you're still not making decisions now, black man. And so the black man was like, What? He didn't even fight. He was like,
No, he didn't
okay.
even fight. And I think that was a key. It's 2 points. You mind if I just break it down? I want to share this. All right. Number one, um, when and she said when he came in and they killed all of them and everything, they were like, okay. She was like, come on, we gotta go. She's trying to get ready. They're coming. They're gonna still be coming. He was like, no. Why would we leave? We got food. We got clothes. We got shelter. Why would we leave? She like, no, we need to fight. You saw what they did to them. And he was like, no, I said, we're staying. She said, you don't get to make decisions anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Which is showing us that, I think what Jordan Peele is saying is because of the portrayal of the weakness of an educated black man, in middle class society, and the dominance of the black woman, because all through the movie you see the black woman is the main protector. Mm-hmm. The man is never really fights, per se, as aggressive, but she's the main protector. She protects the son, the daughter. She chases after them. She tries to, keep them from getting killed or hurt. So she becomes the dominant force and the main protector. Mm-hmm. And as soon as he comes into a comfortable position, she lets him know, you're not going to make decisions anymore. Mm-hmm. No, we're going to keep fighting. So that's a key point in what Jordan Peele is saying also. Yeah.
So that hurt me when I heard that. I had to look at my husband. You okay, baby? You make the decisions.
Hold up. Hey, all right, time to go. Come on, get the coat.
We went to the movies with a friend of ours. He was hot. He didn't even want to stay and say goodbye. I'm like, it's a movie. Yeah, he was mad. Yeah. So, point.
But man, there's so much of it. But this is what I get from what Jordan Peele. He's saying, okay, this black woman has fought. She's even been in chain. She's protected the kids, and she's done all this. And as soon as the man crawls back in, even though he's been on the outside fighting, to try to get back into the home, where he could protect the family, he's been away for so long, and they've been fighting. And she's saying that, look, maybe he's saying that maybe the black woman doesn't see the black man out there trying to survive also. And that as soon as he gets back and he tries to make those decisions, she lets him know, I've been independent this long with these 2 kids in the house, fighting for them and trying to make sure that they survive. And now you come up in the home and come up in the house and you trying to tell us what to do and what decisions we're going to make and we're going to stay here. No, sir, buddy. You don't get to make decisions anymore. That's what I get from it.
That's what I get.
Let me stretch a little bit because I'm reaching now.
That's what I get from it.
Long reach.
Number 17. No, because when she yelled that, she meant that. You don't get to make decisions anymore. Right. So number 17, she says when she gets the keys, she has to battle another tether, which was the white woman. She killed him. And then, the son walks in and watches her, and she start making the animalistic noises that the tethers make, like that. Mm-hmm. So you like, dang, chill out, mama, golly, she dead already, golly. Mm-hmm. But like, so that's point, and the son watches this, and it's like weird. So he's more of the enlightened one. Point number 18, when she goes to drive, assuming she's in a leadership position now.
But he did move. I forgot that part. What? Remember, he moved when she said, when he said, oh, well, let's go in. We get to drive their car. Remember that point? Mm-mm. The black, when she said you don't get to make decisions, and then she was like, come on, we gotta go. We gotta go. And remember, his car was messed up, but he jumped up and he said, okay, we'll leave. We get to drive their car. Mm-hmm. So the only way the black man will move is if he gets to,
drive the white man's
stuff. Yeah. Again, I'm reaching.
No, that's deep. That's deep. So he say, so number 18, when she goes to drive the car, assuming that she's in leadership position now, the chocolate daughter is already in the driver's seat.
Good point.
The dad allows it and the black male typically puts the kids first,
Mm.
over their wives,
Mm.
and often, in a lot of cases. So they really dismiss what the woman feels and they put the kids first. Because, black men take pride in being fathers now because it's needed in the black community, but they kind of forget the moms and the wives.
Mm.
So, you're like, well,
I want to piggyback on that.
what's up?
Yeah. And that shows also with the black family, I think what he's trying to say too is that with the black family, when the children try to run the black family now because the father's been missing, when he tries to come back into life, the children are saying, no, I'm driving, I'm running the ship. I also had to help raise my brother. I also had to, fight for him and, feed him and stuff like that. So now I'm running things. So mom, you get in the back now because I'm driving this car or I'm driving this family now. And remember, during the movie, she ran out and she became independent. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times when the mother is struggling, she lots of times depends on the daughter to help, take care of the children or whatever and stuff like that when she's somewhere out working or doing something else. So I think that was a key aspect. And the father just sat there and just let her talk to the mother in any kind of way.
That's so true. And then, and it lets you know she had to get to the back seat to her kids. Mm. And when she went in the back seat, and the child, she said, no, daddy's leg hurt and your hand hurt or you handcuffed. So she see dad can't even lead right. He can't even walk. He's handicapped and you're caged up. As a black woman, I got to take the stand now. I got to lead. I got to drive this generation in this car that belongs to a white family. I got to go. I got to move forward. The black little girl said that. So she's driving. And instead of, because she was running from herself before, but instead of running from herself when she and the dad was ready to run from themselves, she hits herself and, she have a hard time, getting away from herself and she backs up and speeds off and hit her. But, Adeline gets out the car to check up on her. Right. So, which is weird.
Which the father did not get out and check up on himself. And it seems to me that the father was only chasing the American dream. Mm. And that's why, with the shirt and all of that, and chasing the American dream means that he has to leave his family unprotected. A lot of times. Because a lot of times he's chasing the American dream, he's not in the house. And getting trying to get an education, trying to get more money, trying to do all these things. So he doesn't protect them. And that the black mother, because she's the only one that got out of the car, he should have said, hey, y'all stay in the car. But the black mother chained also, which represents that she has some chains and limits on her, but she still she's still not forced, but she still voluntarily gets out of the car to protect the family. Mm-hmm. Which I think Jordan Peele is saying that, from a black perspective, we don't do all that we can to try to protect them. Mm-hmm.
And so what else I noticed also, getting back to the dad had on a Howard sweater. Right. Howard. Which, within a black community, when black people reach a certain level, they kind of look down on other black people. Mm-hmm. So it's like a lot of classism. Mm-hmm. They look down, they feel disconnected to black folks. They start to talk a certain type of way and, that's why his inner self was chasing him, because, the HBCU is a great thing, but, you still shouldn't forget where you come from and where you're trying to go as a unit. You shouldn't be disconnected to who you are. Mm-hmm. So that was point number 19.
Point number 19. 3 more left. If you just tune in, we're breaking down Us and the spoilers. 22 spoilers from a black perspective from the movie Us.
The movie Us, yeah. So the girl kills herself, her inner self, and Adeline goes to chase her. Point number 20, fast forward, they go to the beach. front where Adeline was terrorized as a little child. And the family sees all the people on the beach holding hands, the tethers with the red on, which I believe meaning red, because ultimately we all believe red. All of this race and all this stuff is a social construct. And black people been reaping the bad end of the stick for the most part. So that's just what it is. Even though we created it like, oh, race don't exist, it's just one race. Yes, but it exists to the people that's suffering from being racially profiled. And what it showed me also is the white race have their own struggles as well. Because they were showing a lot of the drinking, a lot of depression, a lot of not being happy with their inner self. So anyways, so 20, she sees them holding hands, and the son, the son warns the mother and say, hey, it's a trap, don't go out. No, wait, he didn't tell the mom, he just said it's a trap. And he backs up. And as he backs up, his inner self mimics everything he does. So he backs up and he's in the fire. So, and the tether goes into the fire. So I don't know if it means that, you know, you got to burn your inner self. I'm not quite sure what that point means. You want to take a cake at it?
Well, in the movie, the black kid has on a mask, and then but he doesn't always pull it down. He always leaves it up, but it's there. You see that he has a mask on his head, always there. But the other kid, he has on a white mask, and when he lifts the mask up, it shows where it seems like he was in an accident, maybe burned or something on his face from below his eyes all the way down. So it seems like what he's saying, if you take the white mask off of, and the main character said that they were Americans. So if you take the white mask off Americans, it'll reveal all the damage that white America has done to blacks. And the ugliness is hidden under the mask because the mask is white the whole time.
So he burns himself, and the tether of Lupita apparently takes the son and goes off. And ironically, Lupita, the main character, Adeline, goes into the house that say, find yourself. So she runs into this house with mirrors and stuff, and she know where everything at. She hits things as they pop out and stuff, so she know where everything at. So it's like, how you know where everything at in this tether? So she leads to the way.
Don't forget, when she get ready to go into the house of mirrors, it's a sign that says, find yourself, right above the house of mirrors.
Oh, I see that.
At the corner. Yeah. Oh, my bad.
Oh, yeah, it's a house that says find yourself.
Oh, and then Jeremiah 11:11.
Oh, yeah, just Jeremiah 11:11. We're going to read that scripture too. And so she goes in, and she sees to find herself, and she goes in the house. She know where everything at. So she sees her tether, quote unquote, riding with the red robe, and she's cutting. And it has the stick figures of all the people on the green board. And she's just talking. And you know villains got to give a whole story before they kill you. So she's talking, and they begin to fight, and she knows all her moves and stuff like that. And number 21, the point is, every moment they have to explain. So she goes into she confronted, and then she kills, point 21, she kills the tether. And the tether begins to whistle and make a weird noise, and they make the noises together. And it's weird. And then she cracks her neck, and she goes and she finds her son hiding unharmed. So point 22, they get in the car and they replay the whole thing. What happened was,
spoiler alert.
When she went in the house as a child, they switched her. And that's why, when she overheard the parents said, I don't even know who my daughter is. I don't know who she is.
I just want my daughter back.
I just want my daughter back. That's why, she didn't know what to say. That wasn't their daughter. That's why she switched. She locked her in the house with all the inner beings, with the tethers. So, she switched and she lived her life. And the whole time, the real Lupita, which we thought was a tether, was planning. So she was planning and planning and planning with the inner beings, the inner selves, on how to
the clones.
The deep dark secret of who America really is, that everybody want to bury and act, and she want to get everybody out. She want to release everybody and let everybody know, hey, this is who we really are. This is who we are in the inside, and we're not going to heal until we embrace all the wrong that all of us have done to get to this point. And it's a cause and effect on everything. Let's embrace it so we can bleed red together. Let's hold hands and, and get to this point. So then that's when, she lived the life and she killed the real mom. But the son, after she living and thinking about, dang, I got away with it, all this other stuff, she switched up family and all this other stuff, and how she killed the real Lupita, she looks and the son was staring at her the whole time. I'm guessing when the Lupita, the real one, took the son, she told the son everything, because remember the babies were switched. So maybe that was the real mom. I'm not sure. And the tether was the real, the tether son was with her. So I don't know. It's weird. But I think the son, she told the whole son, this is what happened. This is what happened. I need you to go hide because she's evil. She's not the real thing.
Right.
So she is part of the inner self that want to keep everything away and stop everybody from healing. So she wants to keep running away from the inner self where everybody's trying to bring it out to make America heal. So this is in no way bashing black people, white people, but talking about what our experience is as black people in America, or if you're not directly affected by it, you've seen someone around you, close to you, be affected by racism and prejudice, and not only that, classism. Everybody experienced that, in education and competing, and us being cynical and us not caring about people, and how they just drove by the person that just got killed. And but Jeremiah 11:11 kept popping up. What's your thoughts on that?
I think what Jordan Peele was trying to do in both movies is to try to get both black and white and all colors to realize that we're in a sunken place where people don't want to realize the truth or accept the truth. And I think he's trying to uncover it. And he's trying to show that there are some people who are trying to uncover the truth. And the only way that we're going to be able to hold hands together is across America, is where he depicted at the end of the movie, where everybody was holding hands that came out of the underground that represented, like with the rabbits and stuff burrowing their way out. Those are the ones that was able to look up and see. So I think it was a good movie, and I think that was his main point.
And that God is going to judge, and there's no stopping it. Jeremiah 11:11. And if you look at, there's 4 people in the family to stand for 1111. That Jeremiah 11:11.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. That's a good point.
There's no stopping it because all the evil that we've done.
Well, this is what Jeremiah 11:11 says.
Oh yeah, we're gonna read that, and we're gonna dismiss. If I didn't say dismiss like we in church, but we're gonna and I can't. But we're gonna end the live.
Yeah. Jeremiah 11:11 says, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them." That's what Jeremiah 11:11 says. And what he was saying, I guess in the movie was saying that eventually The chickens will come home to roost, and eventually, the inner selves of everyone will come out and reveal who they really are. And if there's any type of repercussion that America has to face, then there's no way we can stop
Yeah, so what we all do bleed red.
it. Mhm.
We all do bleed red, but we also have to target, within our black community, the classism, the fact that,
If we don't change.
yeah, if we don't change that,
Mhm.
black men do need to step up and black women need to allow black men to step up and that we
Mhm.
can't fall into the systematic oppressions that have been given to us. And white people need to embrace the fact that, not embrace it, but stop trying to silence people from talking about what happened. It happened. You're
Mhm.
not going to heal if you don't talk about what you did. Even as a Christian, the Bible says to confess your faults. You have to confess it. Even though that you didn't do it, your ancestors did it, and we do suffer from some of the residue, the residue of it. And your ancestors created this, which allowed America to be in this position. But you could create a better future by changing some of the systematic things and allowing everyone to have a fair chance.
Mhm.
Not giving, not asking you to give black people anything, but give black people what's rightfully theirs. Their ancestors work hard for certain things, giving black people what's rightfully theirs. And that also that you guys need to face your oppression as well. When black people were on crack, they was facing prison time. When white people was on opiates, it's a crisis. No, you can't change the name. Everybody needed help at the time. Everybody was struggling with something. It wasn't criminal. It was an act to help. And it's just a lot of laws that hurt us as a country. If black people are suffering, then all people are suffering.
Mhm.
If white people are oppressed or whatever the case is, then everybody is. So, it's a lot of classism too. So poor people are suffering in this country that aren't rich. Rich people are reaping all the benefits, and it's popular for everybody to attack the rich because most people aren't rich. Most people are poor and are middle class.
Mhm.
Most people we know aren't rich. A lot of the rich people have power, and they create laws and stuff like that to keep the poor people poor.
True.
So we just have to embrace it, or the chicken gonna come home to roost.
Mhm.
And you can't build a wall and you took the country in the first place. That's the last thing I got from it. You took it, and then the people that came from it, mad. You can't do that. But
Mhm.
yes, everything should be done in legalities. But thank y'all for tuning in. We really do appreciate y'all. We love y'all, and God love y'all too. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Q's Views. We're going to have a lot of great content, a lot of great things coming in. Please like our page, Boss Youth League, teaching students to be healthy leaders and entrepreneurs through discipline, dedication, and development. And we're teaching the fundamentals of basketball and also entrepreneurship. Also, if you need a house, holler at us about building your communities, buying your block back, whatever you want to do, first time home buyer, whatever you want to do, we help everybody. And to get a house is a lot easier now, and get it before the credit score rise, because now it's a seller's market. It's becoming a seller's market. It's a buyer's market. It's becoming a seller's market. So y'all go ahead and support any way we can help y'all. If we don't have the services, we'll refer you to who can. So y'all like this page because we're going to put a lot of great things for the people that people would like to know and people would like to see. Q's Views. And this is the executive producer, my husband.
And
And
this is Q's Views.
Thank you for tuning in.